What's up, guys? Today we're gonna start working on my BRZ. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna strip out the interior, put my driver's side Sparco racing seat in it, and then that'll probably be just about all I'll do today. A little bit of information just real quick about me and my BRZ. Next year I want to try and start tracking it again and maybe even do some competition racing. So I want to get a half cage welded in, paint the whole interior, keep it pretty much stripped out, and then just have the 2 racing seats in it. The past few years I haven't raced. The last time I raced I think it was like 2015. The BRZ, if you guys have been following my Instagram page for a while now, you see I used to go to a lot of shows. Recently I haven't. I've gotten kind of tired of going to car shows and like any events like that. I want to try and start using my BRZ again for what I initially built it for. So in order to get into the next step of racing that I want to do with it, I gotta kind of just commit and kind of make it basically a full-on race car. So that means just about all the interior is going to be stripped out. Right now just a half cage is going to be welded in. Eventually, maybe later on, I'll do a full cage, and then just 2 racing seats. And you know, as much as I love the interior of the BRZs, it's time to start making it into an actual race car and actually start using it for the purpose that I originally built this car for. So today we're gonna strip out the interior, put in the racing seat, and basically just get the seat in the position that I like it, how I feel right, and that'll be it for today. And the unfortunate thing about me and my BRZ is, even though this is my favorite car that I have and probably have ever had, I don't really keep the interior that clean. So if you look, for the past I don't know, probably a year and a half now, I've had just random nuts and bolts, a pen, USB drive, just random stuff, and like change all over my car. It's all dirty. Dashboard's all dusty. Like, I drive this car as much as I can and I just don't clean it. So with the interior being stripped out, I'm gonna have to clean a lot of this stuff up right now. But interior stripped out, I'm gonna try and keep this as clean as I possibly can now. So whole interior is gonna be painted. I'm not gonna tell you what color. Interior will be painted all one color. The cage will match. It'll look really nice, and hopefully it'll be clean, and I'll have to teach myself to keep it clean. Alright, so I'm gonna start taking the interior out. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna start taking the seats out. It's been a while since I've taken the center console out. It's really not that hard to do. I'll try and film the most I can, and I believe after the seats are out, the console's out, some kick panel stuff, just about after that, the carpet should be ready to come out. Like, there's not much that holds these carpets in, so let's just start doing it and see how long it takes. Alright, so now I've got both the seats out. They're right there behind me. This is what it looks like with no seats. Nothing really special. You see how dirty it actually is on the inside of my car. Also how dusty and dirty it is back in the rear seat area. I have my magnetic bolt organizer. I'm just going to go through and just take all these bolts out that are just hanging around, that they're just sitting literally in the passenger side. I'm trying to organize them a little bit, and then I'm going to go and take the center console out and then work on just all the side trim pieces like these, all the door stuff, just to be able to remove the carpet. And then hopefully there's not too many harnesses underneath, just like, you know, the regular seat harnesses and stuff like that. I'm just going to tuck away since I'm not going to be using them. And then, yeah, and then we'll go from there. Then maybe we'll test fit the seat. So this was all the random stuff that was in most of the passenger seat. Besides those, all this is just the seat bolts. Put some change, almost $1. just random bolts, some clips. I don't even know, I forget what these went to. I think I went to something in the rear, like the rear seatbelt area. More rear seatbelt stuff, flash drives, and a pen. There's a bunch of random stuff. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start taking the center console out. And then just some of the side trim pieces and the carpet should come out. So right now I'm just chilling inside the car. I just got the center console out. Excuse the fan noise if you hear it. It's kind of hot today and kind of humid. Yeah, so now that the center console's out, you can get a really good look at the IRP short shifter. I absolutely love this short shifter. Extremely direct, extremely short throw, and it's just absolutely perfect. Like, I have no complaints at all. Some people complain that it rattles a little bit, and it does, but for being a race car, it's perfectly fine. I have no complaints with it. So, it doesn't look like I'm gonna have to take these pieces out. The carpet kind of just like, oh, you can't really see it. Hang on. You can see it better on this side. It doesn't look like I need to take these out. Carpet just goes right around it, right underneath. So that's no problem. Now we'll just finish up with some trim pieces and the carpet should be ready to come out. So I'm going and just taking a bunch of just random stuff along the way, just like this trim, this weather strip needed to be moved out of the way, so now this can come up. I'm taking off like the pedal stuff, like the dead pedal. It's just velcroed to the back, so that's up. And then I just came across this, which is the stopper for the gas pedal. I couldn't figure out at first how it comes off, but it was as easy as just unthreading it. It's kind of just a little plastic insert. And then in here, if I can get the light back in there, there's the little stud for it. Right there. Which is not focusing on. There we go. That right there, that just threads on. So that was actually extremely easy. Not as big of a pain as I thought. And then this is the trim piece that goes basically just like that around the gas pedal. So that I'll probably put back on, and I'll definitely put this stopper back on, but the trim, not so sure about, but this definitely yes. So I gotta save that. Alright, so the carpet's out. Sitting right over there right now. That wasn't that bad of a job. I've taken carpets out of cars before, so I knew the general pieces that needed to come out. All the weather stripping and stuff is still all loose. I'm debating if I'm going to take this black rubber pad out. It goes all the way to like the gas pedal area. Looks like it's more just for noise cancellation, so I might take that out. But I'll show you the other side. And just, here's the carpet. What I think I'm going to do too is that this white plastic piece right here holds these like door sill trim pieces on. So I might remove the carpet, just like it's held on by staples right here. Might remove the carpet off of them and just like trim them down a little bit just to put them back in. Maybe, I'm not sure. You guys leave a comment below, see if I should put those pieces back on, because it'll cover up this harness right here. It's just all for looks. See if I like hiding wires as best as I can, so that'll help, you know, hide whatever wires are left. So let's see on this side. This side you can see the black mat right there. I think I'm gonna try and remove that right now. Alright, so now I have the whole carpet out. All the trim pieces I need to get out. Next step, I'm going to be taking the headliner out, so I got to take the A, B, and C pillars out. I believe I already have, yeah, I already have the B pillars out, so I just got to remove the A pillars, the C pillars, and then the dome light, and the headliner should just pop out. So far, I want to see the weight reduction. Taking out some the sound insulation. Obviously the carpet, seats, center console, The console will be going back in with all the trim, the shifter, bezel stuff. That'll all go back in. This is it right now, fully stripped out. Just gotta take that center carpet piece out, and then we're good to go. And then time to start taking the headliner out. So I'm gonna stray away from the BRZ for a quick minute. I wanna unwrap my nice new Sparco Evo seat, and I'm gonna throw the rails on, and then the adapter bracket. I just want to do a quick little test fit, see what it's gonna look like. I'm extremely eager. I've been waiting for a while to put some racing seats in the BRZ, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it right now. Take a look at this now. So it's the Evo 2 GRP Tech. It's FIA certified. Over here it has a little stamp. That right there. So I've got the other one over at my store. That's going to go on the passenger side. I'm excited to be able to finally have some racing seats in the BRZ. So it's throw these side brackets on and the seat adapter plate. I'll throw it in. Alright, with some back and forth test fitting inside and outside the car and test sitting, I found the positions on the seat rails, on the side pieces that I want, the height, the distance back. Same also with, I know where I want to mount it on the bracket itself. So now once I get the headliner and stuff out, I'll be able to just throw the seat in. I just got to attach the buckle to right here, just for street use. And I've got this nice black Takata harness for when I race. So now I'll start taking the headliner out. Alright, so I'm sitting in the car again. I've got all of the the A-pillars off, the garnishes, same on that side. I have the dome light, the Bluetooth speaker, the visor, and all that off. So now, from over here, it's ready to come down. Same with the sides. The sides are ready to come down. Now I just need to remove those side pillars and these like clips up here. Those, there's just 3 of them. Do those and the headliner should come right out. I'm trying to figure out how it's gonna drop down. I think I'm gonna try and do it coming out of one of the doors, because I don't think it might actually fit out the trunk. So I think I'm gonna try the trunk first. If not, then I'm gonna have to squeeze it out of one of the doors. Alright, so I just did some work off camera. I've got the headliner out. All the B-pillar stuff is out. I also took the rear seat belt retractors and the actual belts out also. I've only once had someone sit in my back seat, ever. And I don't ever plan on putting a back seat in there again. Obviously with a half cage I can't anyway. So I took the seat belts out, and yeah, that's about it. So now I'm gonna get the the Sparco seat in the driver's side. Right now I'm just gonna put the factory passenger side seat back in, just because I'm waiting on the adapter plate to come in. And then I think I'm just going to call it a day. I might throw the center console back in just for now, just because I'm still going to be driving it around. And then, alright, so I just got the seat adapter plate onto the side brackets. I just got to put the factory buckle back on, and then it's ready to be put in. So the seat is just about, the seat is ready to go in. Just gotta put the buckle on. I cleaned out all of the tools and random nuts and bolts I had laying around. So I'm just gonna throw the seat in and then it's basically ready to go get caged. All right, it's getting even hotter out. I'm getting sweatier. The seat is now 100% in. Look at that. You get to see Sparco all over the place. The seat is mounted in. The seatbelt is going through and around. The buckle is on the other side. I got to clean up the dashboard, obviously, before I start driving it. For now, I'm just going to bolt the visors back in, and I'm going to throw the passenger seat in and the center console, just to make it more of a drivable car for now. Once it gets caged, I'll take the passenger seat back out, and I'll take the center console back out. But until then, I'm still going to be driving it, so I want it to be a little, creature comfort for now. Alright, so here we go. Seat is in. I threw the console in. I took the shift boot off that I made, and I just left the carbon bezel, and I actually kind of like that better. I actually kind of like it a little bit more race, just because now you get to see the mechanism for like the IRP shifter. I think I'm going to leave it like that, even when the interior is done. Right now the e-brake boot is still off. I'm just going to leave that off for now. And yeah, I put the visors back on. Racing seat is in, steering wheel is on. The back is all stripped out. So it is now ready to get caged. So, for now, that is a wrap for this video. I'll see you next time.